The last 6 weeks in my homeschool was full of surprises. Some things worked and some things didn't. Today, I will share with you what went well, what didn't, and the big changes that I'll be making moving forward in my Term 1 review. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Iman, and on this channel, I help Muslim moms homeschool with confidence and joy while having simple routines and systems to stay on top of their home management and doing all that without sacrificing your own self-care. So we just finished our first term for the 2025-2026 school year. And so for me in my homeschool, I do 6 weeks terms. So I do 6 weeks on, 1 week off, which I consider a term. So I have approximately 6 terms throughout a whole school year. And because I homeschool year around, I choose when I want to take my breaks and when we do school. So my terms in my homeschool do not follow the school calendar. So I just choose the chunk of time of 6 weeks that I want to do school and when I want to take off. And so for me, my longest breaks is Ramadan and Dhul Hijjah, which is the 2 Eids. That's when we have the longest break in my homeschool, and that has what's worked in the last couple of years, and I stick with that. And so right now we just finished term 1. We are in the middle of October, and we finished term 1 end of September. And so for term 1, I had a really good plan and what I was going to cover in my family subjects with all my kids, and I also had a good plan what each of my kids were going to cover individually in their skill subject. And so if you're interested in the curriculums that I decided to choose this year, make sure you check out this video right here and this video right here. These are my curriculum choices for my kindergartner and my 2nd grader. Okay, so let's get into what worked and what didn't. So we're gonna start with what didn't work, and then we'll end off with what worked. So number 1, what didn't work is when I'm starting back to homeschool beginning of August, what didn't work is starting with all the subjects at once. I completely forgot to not do that, and I literally did like 4 subjects for my 2nd grader, and that is not the right way to start your school year, especially when you've had a break. And because I homeschool year round, I only had a long break in July, and I started back in August 5th. So even though we had a month off, that was still quite a bit of time off to not do any school. So coming back, I forgot to just take it slow and introduce one subject at a time. And now that I know that, next year when I restart my school year, I'm gonna do one subject at a time. Maybe one subject for a week and then add another subject for the 2nd week and just slowly move up like that. And that's what I hope to do, inshallah, next year. The other thing that didn't work in our homeschool for this term is finishing our school time at 12 p.m. And so that is my aim every day, to try to finish by Dhuhr time. And it just didn't work for me because I still have a toddler. She is 2 years now, a little bit older than 2 years, and she still needs my help. She's still getting into things, and it's still hard to give a long time focus to each of my kids when I'm teaching them because I have her. So when I teach one child, I have to take a break, help her, tend to her before I start on the next child. So there's a lot of breaks that are needed, a lot of breaks that are needed for me to grab things for her, get her activities that she can do, get her snacks. So all those breaks add up, and I cannot finish my school days at 12. And so instead, which is what I'm gonna add and what did work, is I separated my subjects, and that really worked. And so I will explain this more in what worked, but just so you know, I do some of my subjects in the morning and some of my subjects in the afternoon for my 2nd grader, because my 2nd grader does 5 subjects. My kindergartner only does Quran and Qaida and Nuraniya, so I'm able to finish with him in the morning. But my 2nd grader, I split up, and that has helped me a lot. The other thing that did not work is forcing doing Arabic handwriting and English handwriting every day. My 2nd grader pushed back. He did not like it, and so I really had to step back and figure out how else can we do handwriting and also be consistent. And what worked is doing Arabic handwriting one day and doing English handwriting one day and rotating. So because we do school 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 2 of those days we're practicing our Arabic handwriting, and two of those days we're practicing our English handwriting. And the last thing that didn't work is doing lessons on Jum'ah, which is Friday. And because of this, I realized I need to go back to my 4-day school week, which I've done last year, which is only doing school from Monday to Thursday. This year, I wanted to try maybe doing one lesson or one subject on a Friday. It did not work for my family. Fridays are fun days, are relaxing days when we go for prayers, we visit family, we just have fun as a family. So doing school on Jum'ah did not work. So I went back to not doing any school on Jum'ah, just doing school on Monday to Thursday. And if I wanted, if we're behind on one of the subjects and I wanted to do an extra lesson, I would do it on a Sunday instead. And so the only thing I try to do on Jum'ah is read Surah Al-Kahf with my kids and tell them the stories on Surah Al-Kahf and do the other sunnahs of Friday as well. Okay, so now let's get into what worked. And I'm just gonna start with one that I already talked about. And what worked is separating my subjects throughout the day. So my second grader does 5 subjects: Quran, Nuraniya. He's almost done, so we're just reviewing that. Reading, writing, and math. And writing, he rotates from English and Arabic. So what really helped is I just focus on doing Quran and Arabic with my kids in the morning. We have lots of breaks in between. And then we have the quiet time. And then in the afternoon, I only do reading, writing, and math with my second grader. And it takes us like max 45 minutes, an hour. It doesn't take that long. So separating the subjects like that really helped us actually get through our subject, and it gives us enough breaks to recover as well and to relax and to have a snack and do other things in our homeschool day. It feels like we're not in a rush anymore to finish our school subject. If we do have plans in the afternoon or in the morning, I do bring all the subjects together, try to do at least 4 of them, and maybe do 1 or 2 in the afternoon that I don't get to it. And if I don't get to it, it's okay. I do the next day. It's completely fine. Homeschool is supposed to be flexible. So our ideal day is separating my subjects, doing 2 in the morning, which is the most important, Quran and Arabic, and then the 3 secular subjects, only for my second grader. The other thing that worked this term that I've noticed, which is connected to my first point, is having a Quran teacher. I've always had a Quran and Arabic teacher for my kids because this has helped me keep consistent, keeping my kids on top of their Quran and their Arabic lessons. And if you have young kids, I really recommend having a Quran teacher, having some sort of online Quran teacher that they can do at home. Because the days that they have their Quran teacher, I don't have to do the Arabic and Quran with them. Unless they need a lot of help and they need a lot of revision, they tend to do that with their teacher. So I just cover, my second grader, I just cover his secular subject with him, and my kindergartner just plays, literally just plays. We read lots of books together, and that's it. So having a Quran teacher really helps me keep consistent. The days that they don't have their Quran teacher, I cover the Quran with them, I review the Quran with them, and we do our Qaida Nuraniya lesson and review. The other thing that is working this term is our math curriculum. If you have watched my other videos, you'll know that I have switched from Math with Confidence from grade 1, and now in grade 2, we're doing Math UC. And you guys, we love it. My child loves it. I love it as a mom. It just works so well with our life because it has videos. The videos literally take the responsibility of teaching my son. Like, I don't have to teach him anymore. I just sit beside him. We both watch the videos together. And if he's confused, then I explain to him. And then he does his workbook on his own. And it just takes so much more pressure off of me to teach that lesson or to teach a math lesson. And math is not my strong suit. So I just wanted that off my plate. So I love Math UC because of the videos. Mr. Demi is so good at teaching them. It's very interactive because they have blocks as well. And I just love the program. And it goes up to grade 12. And inshallah, I hope to use it for all my kids. Inshallah. But yeah, the Math UC program is working so well in my homeschool right now. And the last thing that is working is 2 points to this, but they're connected, is doing our read alouds during breakfast, because my toddler is locked up. So now that she's getting older, she's able to sit down and listen to the books with us, but she still wants to point and turn the pages, which is okay. But during breakfast, when she's busy and she's eating, I'm able to get through so much more books. I'm able to ask my other older kids more questions, more deeper questions, things that they can think about, and my toddler is entertained as well. So reading our books, doing our read alouds during breakfast time, it has been amazing. I've done it last year and I'm still doing it. And so after breakfast, when we sit on the ground before we start our homeschool day, we read maybe another book because my kids like sitting beside me and being close. And I also like reading books to them when we are close as well, and instead of having a table that separates us. So we do both as well. And then the other thing, which is similar to the point I just said, is separating my content subject and my skills subject. So I always start my homeschool day with all my kids together. And that's when we do our morning basket. So these are the books that we read together. So either doing a read aloud, doing a Milo and Ali book, one of the stories of the prophets, any of the books that I've chosen, we do at this time. We talk about it, we have conversations. And then after this, we separate, and each of my kids do their individual work. And at this point is when I focus on Quran and Arabic with each of my kids. So doing family subjects first in the morning, bringing us together, and then separating really has helped us give us a better flow to our homeschool day. So if you found value of this video, then you will love the next couple of videos, which is my playlist of all the curriculum choices that I have chosen for my family of the 2025-2026 school year. So if you're interested in that and you haven't watched that, make sure you check out the whole playlist somewhere on the screen. Make sure you click that right now.